Orleans. Oh shoot, that's the one I was on. Okay. And Buffalo, sure. Stuck in my ways, I'm gonna need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Yeah, I'm going hit the stage on the lights, they be blasting. Going hit the stage, always in the latest fashion. Every count for my son, you won't have to struggle. And you see it in my eyes, all you see is hustle. I'm ready to rumble. I haven't eaten weeks working on the bustle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride. Alright, let's go. See who we're up against. Looking to get this win. I've definitely improved in the past times that I have been playing.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals.
I'm going to have to look to stop the run. Obviously, Amari Cooper is going to be a problem.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101
Shoot, I forgot
tells us if you don't get it
so
back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light day. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9. Prescott Jason Witten, the tight end. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third to seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right.
I don't have good defense.
It takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They keep on the ground without
him. That's not play action.
And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. The tackle is made by Rodney Gunter. Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
All right, we'll just adapt to what we've seen.
Michael Gallup, 30 yards. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
I will just do adapt to what we've seen.
Able to convert the extra point.
A little bit better pass rush. I'm going to take this one for 6.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown.
Something in my eye.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Let's see what this offense has. I honestly never used New Orleans. It's going to be...
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Murray steps away.
Throw it away! What are you doing?
Here as he's taken
I literally pressed.
The sack by Robert Quinn. Now this one from about 2 counties over. After the sack, they come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Murray rolling to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. So no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. This is brought in at the 21.
Oh my gosh. There's no way. I was trying to
on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
We got 4. We got 4. Whip. Hey, kill. 26.
Prescott now from the 50. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A 1st down carry by Allen. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. From the 30 on 2nd down, Prescott got his man there complete to Gallup. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Here's Elliott. Now he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Forbath, the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Forbath is sent it away now following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Running, it's Drake. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. On 3rd down, Drake. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On 1st down, Drake.
Drake's too
and
slow.
Taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First down, Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete.
How is he catching up to him?
Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true.
Oh my gosh,
I think you're right. They seem to have gone on
one guy needs a block,
quite
and
a
that's
bit.
a touchdown.
Only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. On 1st and goal, Drake. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll try again with Drake. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Murray now, 3rd and goal. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
No.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range. Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing, Prescott. Looking deep for Elliott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Go, go, go.
Picked off near the 34. And his guys Cowboys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
And hurry up again.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray now on 1st down. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Drake.
Nice.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. From the 38, Murray being chased out left. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a 1st down. On 1st down, Drake. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Murray dancing to his left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down.
What else should I do?
Beautifully. Their defenders stay home
manned him
and they'll
up.
stop him
Should I
behind the
double
line.
team him next time?
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
That'll be taken in the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Prescott to throw it.
Oh, I was right there. I saw that coming.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. They go play action here on first down. This to Jarwin. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Prescott.
That's a pick.
And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Play fake. Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football.
Bro, this guy's so easy to
until the ball moves.
Even after the penalty, still a full 7 yards to go on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
He goes around the edge quicker. But honestly, this is probably a run for the middle.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Now a carry for the big fella. This is Jameis Olawale. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
There's not even 3-4 in this formation.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Bruh, pick your play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll turn to the power game at Olawale. And they've got it inside the 10
because this guy's not even going.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That was big. Needed a few yards to pick up the first. Slim lead here in the fourth quarter, and they turn to the big fella, the fullback, to get it done.
And you know, as my partner, you know I'm old school, right? You know I love those mastodons that carried the ball way back in the day that were a key part of the offense. And now, when they need them, when they need those key yards, those tough grind-them-out yards, the fullback's going to get the ball.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now it's Olawale. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but the first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half,
my safety's down. I can't do that with this
they've got something
formation.
working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense.
How the heck do I get out of this cutscene? Oh my gosh. Get out of this cutscene. Need to like get out and back in.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
I'm using the 49ers. I don't care what everybody else is using. Teams are so good. And it's absolute garbage, bro. This cutscene takes forever. Nobody cares. I don't even want to see this one win. Frickin' 49ers. Use the 49ers. I'm tired of people having the better team. I'm outplaying them. They have a 49ers. Oh, you see, like, this team's just flat out stacked. Bring him up there. Pettis is still gonna, no, whatever. Sanders second. There we go. That's good. Skittles. Good O-line. I already know the defense is stacked. Slow, bring up D Ford, he was quick. Corners, yeah, that's good. Safe. Oh. Kick returner. Freaking. Let me switch him. Punt return, freaking. Alright. Third down running back. No, not college. What do you think I am? Power back. Matt Burita. Slot wide receiver. Yeah. Right, left end. Actually, I'm gonna have. This is Nick Wilson. Yeah, he's at right end. Sure. Forrest Buckner. Linebacker. Slot corner is going to be. Actually, should we have Richard Sherman in the slot? Jimmy Ward. I'm pretty sure I took Jimmy Ward out of his free safety position. Yeah, Jimmy Ward's not a free safety or starting free safety anymore. All right, let's get into this. I'm tired of playing people with better teams, bro. Might be one of the only times you see me use the 49ers. Alright, I ran a playbook, can't forget. Oakland. That's not even that random. I use that. Philadelphia. I want to use. Let's get into this. W. People are not going to play with me. Yeah, this Packers shirt. Live in Wisconsin, so that's why I have a Packers shirt, even though I'm a Raiders fan for life. This would be one of the only videos. I can't promise that. Let's get into it. If it loads. There we go. Let's go, bro. T.Y. Hilton. T.Y. Hilton's a beast.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. I think the Niners got it back. Yes.
What?
San Fran recovered.
That's the first. Okay. Bro, I'm not quitting. Who do you think I am? Oh my gosh. Nah. Sorry. Not sure why he'd. Oh, he's probably just not being nice.
There we go. Check with the stick. Watch the pass. 11, cut.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Have a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. First man through, it's the fullback use check. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
That was a good chunk of yardage picked up there, and big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
started playing dumb.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
11.
Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Throwing on second and long. Garoppolo. Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 42 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on fourth down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the
Wait,
best
do you have a
part,
microphone?
it made it pay off.
Gold able to tack on
something.
the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 22. Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Here we go. Like 80. 65.
Bro, are you going to press up?
White. Bravo. 51. Here we go. I got this.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He'll have a first down past the 40. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, here's Breida. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Hey, gun.
On second and very short, Garoppolo. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
Bottom stop. Jab. Got him.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky. And look at this.
Look, I substituted out use check. What are you saying? I put in Matt Breida with 95 speed. Are you kidding me?
A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him.
I'm pretty sure everybody saw it here watching the video. Oh my gosh.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay? So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. Your bigger, stronger physical guys. But on this play, they tossed it right and looked like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, but that's not the case so much anymore, you're saying, with the bigger guys?
Not necessarily.
You find the best guys, plug them in on your O-line.
Right. As a general rule now, you're a lot more balanced on your offensive line. It might still lean towards your best pass blocker on the left side,
sure,
but not necessarily all the time.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
21.
On second down, it's Coleman.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. The Sanders has got it complete.
Oh, my gosh.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2nd down, McKinnon.
Oh, my gosh. Where is everybody?
A 6-yard touchdown run.
Where is everybody?
The Niners are able to stretch their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This one fielded at the 5.
Why am I lagging so much?
They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The same team, but it's fine now. My team, boy, you look like me. Your time out. I'm a star. I'm a clutch. I'm a
star. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Another try after the 1st down sack. Garoppolo. They'll set up a screen for Breida. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
There he
That was a
goes.
deep shot that's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Flush to his right. Going for it all.
Bro, he has a baby on him.
Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now here's Goodwin with another jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I'll let you have it.
55.
They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
This will be fielded at the 8.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
You can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And that's complete to Sanders. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Here we go. 12. 11.
Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon. Complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go.
Garoppolo again.
I'm right there.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
Oh, my goodness.
Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown.
That would have been a pick 6. I had plenty of space.
Are able to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you
want.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Gould with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at his 4.
Bro, get a better
nice
juke animation.
Pretty good here at the
You'd have the normal juke animation.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half.
Oh, that would have been good.
Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for
I thought it was R1.
That brings us to the end of this first half of play.
I'm returning those.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And how about this one out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
People there.
A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you, the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. It's caught by Sanders. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Slow it down. Play chill. Let me try muting my mic so I can't hear this.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just
I know you don't want me to win quarterback, but
they try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
imagine having your quarterback on the other team.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. D Ford in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Why the heck
and he's got this
can't I do anything? He has a 3-man rush.
21.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught at the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion.
I feel you for your network issues. This is not the kind of guy that would also give you a chance. gonna see if I won or he won. Honestly, he deserves the win. Oh, shoot. Do I need to refresh it? Yeah, I got that win. I didn't deserve it. I feel bad about that. I have time for one more game. I didn't deserve that. I feel bad. But that happens to me so many dang times. You know what? I feel so bad using such a high overall team that I'm going to be going back and using the Bengals. Team's not bad. Well, maybe, yeah, their team is bad. But what I was kind of meaning a little bit more towards, AJ Green, I forgot he's on their team. How did I forget? Isn't he like their best player? That's looking good. Tyler Eifert should start. Let's just hope we're not going against a good line. Geno Sackins. They have a thin linebacker core. I'm not saying that they're just bad, they're just thin. There's not that many of them. Can I put Jesse Bates at corner? Yes, sir. I'll put him in the slot too, no cap. Why the heck is he sitting out? Alright, Jesse Bates. Actually, I'm going to start Jesse Bates. He's a beast. Might have to just get Jackson at starting. He's at corner. I guess he can't start anybody else. 92 speed. I'll just start this guy. Alright, kicker, punter, kicker, returner. You're stupid if you're not starting John Ross at kicker, returner. Who's the speediest? I like putting my speediest guy. Even though this isn't that important, I like putting my speediest guy because he can go down and get the tackle the quickest. It can make the difference. Honestly, I can't. There we go. There we go. Shoot, I'm putting AJ Green in the slot. I honestly don't care about the rest. Let's get into it. Crush somebody with the Bengals. Let's go. Bro, I can be playing the 49ers for all I care. But yeah, random. I'm not even gonna check both of them yet. Let's see who we got. Arizona and Washington. That's a fun bunch. What are their oldest jerseys? Oh shoot, I shouldn't show you that. See who we're up against, see if they have a microphone. Nobody had a microphone yet today. Out of the two people we played. Other person had network issues.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings.
And he has two superstar receivers.
Put the ball in the air, and we are underway from Cincinnati. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton.
I'm outside of the pocket.
Incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete.
There we go.
For a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 87 yards.
I can't believe I just did that to you.
Straight first here in this opening quarter.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Get picked up by the tight end. Yes. Or the fullback.
This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Yes! First time I've had this formation all day with my random playbooks.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Darquez Denard there defensively.
Where?
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go!
Down he goes. Jordan Evans able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. Hey, right on cue, they set up the screen and complete it. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Well, they took your advice from a bit earlier, tried the screen, but that one, it was covered up pretty well.
They did a nice job on it, but I still think it was the right idea. Probably just a block or two away from making it work.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. He finds his man Johnson. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
Wait, how is that complete? Can I challenge it?
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Had to pick.
That's complete.
Oh my gosh.
Receiver Thielen. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. On the ground, it's Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And he's going to go down back at the 11-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now a give running right. It's Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And Rudolph has
Was I not just running cover 2?
Big tight end for a Viking touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2.
X3, 218, chop. 48.
I'm right there.
This is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8.
There you go.
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time. See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Shoves him away. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Watch the curl. Check 99. Check 99. Check. Lucky.
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And
oh my gosh.
It's on the ground. And the Vikings pick up the football.
I wish I could have manned him up,
his crew will take over
didn't let me.
At the 35-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case...
Oh my gosh! There we go. It's technically a fumble.
Fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And they will set up shop at their own 46.
Is he doing like an only RPO challenge? I should definitely try that sometime.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher.
What? I'm not on the hash marks. This is the second time Madden screwed me over.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Madden, stop screwing me over.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
I got us slipping and falling.
It leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? He's going to have the hook up to Ross. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
Change my mind. I don't want to.
They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Andy Dalton. Green brings it in. And down inside the 15 he goes. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. So we have now seen connection number 1 between Dalton and Adriel Jeremiah, A.J. Green.
Say that again.
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well because he figured out quickly, this is going to be my number 1 target. I got to know this guy in a big way.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he will take it in for a Bengals touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have taken the lead. So now Dalton will lead the Bengals to the line as they'll come up and go for 2.
368.
Dalton now to pass. And this will be caught. They get the 2, and they double them up now at 16-8. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Oh, and the Bengals got it back. They did. Bengal football. Well, they just scored. They got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8. back to Mixon on first down. And he's got room. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Hands up, please.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right.
There we go.
Toss this
Don't want it to be intentional grounding again.
He throws it away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd down now. Mixon.
Sit down. Oh, my gosh.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Got him, man. It's Ross.
Oh, my gosh.
Look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football.
Oh, my gosh.
And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and caught it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
A good pick up there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing his Cousins. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Now, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. That'll be complete to Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in
Oh my gosh, I forgot Wind was with us.
This one fielded at the 5.
It don't matter.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about...
And got his man complete.
What?
The 20, 10.
Bro, somebody explain that to me.
Vikings.
Here, I just need to watch the replay on that. I can't watch the replay.
Rudolph, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. To throw his Cousins.
Oh, I'm right there. Oh, my
gosh. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out.
I jumped that stuff so hard, mate. He's so slow. How did...
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it?
Wow.
Plus, you're giving up yardage.
You have something back for you, bro. The disrespect on that one.
Good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Dalton here from the gun.
Oh my, what the heck?
And nowhere
He's running
to fit
out.
That football in. It's knocked
Isn't
away
he?
and incomplete.
Oh, there's
John
an option
Ross,
for him
the one he
going
was
the other
looking
way.
for. But it's going to be second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. A good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
We just got swag. We just got swag.
From midfield here, Dalton. Got a man open. It's
Ross. Got him up.
And
got
this
him
is
up, fellas.
Turn into another
Write
first
that in your
down
book.
as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Out here with the sticks. Out here from the bag.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Dalton. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. And only a yard this time as he's taken down around the 26.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down.
Madden really needs to
I
fix
must
that.
say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Bullock's kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass action.
That's an illegal man outfield. I'm sorry about that. I have to accept that. You accepted my penalty.
Let's see who this is on.
I'm old Barton with Chelsea. Cook it up. Gourmet. I go 6%. Go wait. I can power up and level up at any moment.
Cook following the penalty. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make this a 2nd down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line.
He'll check the time in a bit.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He'll find Thielen working the... And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. On first down, Cook. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now on the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it.
Possession. Oh my gosh. What's up with this?
Put some points on the board.
Evasive is so overpowered.
They don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field.
So
they want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Open man is Ross, complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. Mixon breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
Oh.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Mixon. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
Why the heck did they want me to punt it?
First, they'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here you go. 368. 54. Heavy.
They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton, he's going to fire one deep over the middle. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the return will stop right around the 25.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Okay.
Now Cook running right. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
Nice.
Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Cousins.
Let's go.
Incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road? And everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. They'll look to throw.
Make a freaking throw.
16 seconds now on the clock. So now it's 4th and goal. One play for the win. Other than that, not a very exciting finish.
Just a walk in the park, partner. Yeah, ho-hum. I know one thing, though. I'm making someone beat me other than their top receiver.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
I tried to throw it right to his user. I thought he wouldn't. Oh well, he's gonna nail the ball. He's not even gonna try. Hey, Jordan.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Cook. He'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of a yard.
All right, I'll see you all later.